everyone, Bonnie here from Bonniecarollee Makes Cards. I have a colorful set of mini slimline cards featuring a new hot foil die set, Meraki Moments Just a Note. These cards also feature some beautiful flowers from the Meraki Artisan Floral Dies Wreath die set. Let's get started with the hot foiling of this big and beautiful new sentiment set. Sentiments will be hot foiled with opaque white hot foil on navy blue cardstock. Foil has been placed shiny side down with the cardstock on top, and I've hit that timer button and you can see it flashing. This is a bold font, so there's quite a bit of foiling surface. I've placed the 2 shims on top that come with the machine, and in addition 2 sheets of copy paper that have been folded in half. Whenever there's a large foiling surface, the extra pressure helps to ensure consistent foiling results. The coordinating die is lined up and I use some low-tack tape to hold it in place as it goes through the die cutter. The words are die cut separately, giving you lots of flexibility for arrangements on your cards. I've also used the die to cut white sheet foam, which I have left in the backing. When die cutting foam, an impression will be left, making it very easy to align the words to it. To ensure everything stays aligned, the words are left in place until the adhesive is dry. The fabulous wreath set has 6 different layered flowers and 2 silhouette leaves. The flowers are in varying sizes from small to large. I like that each style of flower has its own die that contains all of the components used to create it. For this colorful set of mini slimline cards, I've chosen 3 styles of flowers. They have been die cut from the same cardstock that is going to be used for the tag feature on each of the cards. I chose bright saturated colors, yellow, fuchsia, and teal. While doing the die cutting, I did want the center of the flowers to be a different color. Thankfully, those components are right on the edge of the die, and I was able just to slip that corner onto navy blue cardstock and cut them out. Right now, I'm putting together the smallest of all of the flowers, and you can see how easily they all go together. I set these pretty layered flowers with their beautifully etched details aside to dry completely. Before they go onto the card fronts, I'll do a little bit of hand shaping to give them a more dimensional look. The 2 styles of leafy silhouettes have been die cut from navy blue cardstock. The card bases from the same cardstock measure 3.5 inches wide by 6.5 inches tall. A tag was cut using the Love Slimline tag die set from the same colors of cardstock used to cut the flowers. On the back of the tags, I'm putting a strip of double-sided tape. To add a subtle touch of sparkle to the tags, I'm going to wrap them using this royal blue metallic thread. Double-sided tape on the back of the tag keeps the thread in place, and then I can apply the liquid adhesive and adhere it to the card base. Whenever I create multiples of a card, I like to do them in assembly line fashion. It is much more time efficient. And now I can go ahead and adhere those pretty silhouette leafy images to the brightly colored tags. The leaves really stand out against the fuchsia, teal, and yellow backgrounds. The branches will help guide the placement of the flowers. I've laid out some of the flowers that will be included on the card front, but before they are adhered, I want to get my sentiment in place. The flowers and the leafy branches are going to frame the top, bottom, and left-hand side of the tag. After first laying out the sentiment, I start adhering it. After the first word goes on, the rest of the words are centered to it, trying to keep the spacing between them the same. Now I can go ahead and adhere my flowers. As I mentioned earlier, before they're adhered, I do shape them by hand. To maintain the dimension, I don't want to put adhesive all over the back of the flower and then flatten it out again. So I add it in a dollop, a good sized dollop, to the center of the flower. All 3 colors of the flowers are included on each card. To provide some contrast for the couple of flowers that are the same color as the tag, they are placed on the leafy branch. Each of these sweet and colorful mini slimline cards are finished up with beautiful silver confetti. As I'm apt to do, I finish them off with Nouveau Crystal Drops Morning Dew. When this medium dries, and it does take a while, I leave it overnight, it leaves a beautiful jewel-like appearance. And that completes this set of mini slimlines featuring a beautiful new hot foil plate and die set. Just a note from the Hugs release. And those flowers, oh my goodness, the Wreath die set is amazing. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, we appreciate your visit.